Hello everyone. So today let us talk about RSS feed and consuming RSS feed. Now, if you remember around early 2000s or maybe till 10 years ago back, we were familiar with RSS feeds were actually quite common, and they're still around, but not many people actually use it. So earlier, let us say in 2007, 8, 9, almost all the websites, they had this RSS feed button, social media button, and if you click on it, it will then download or it will give you the link to their RSS feed, which you can subscribe within your browser, or maybe using a software like or maybe an online tool like Google Feed Reader. Yeah, I think it was something like that. So basically, RSS feed is a really nice way um, to transmit, or basically for both the producer, basically the website owner or the website itself, and also for the consumer. I think it's a very nice way because you're not really limited to consuming this content on the browser, because when you go to the website, you are of course opening up a browser, and then whether you like it or not, you are basically consuming not just the content, but of course JavaScript and a lot of other things that are not always desirable, like maybe ads. But when you have a feed reader, you just focus on the content, and especially this is true for blogs, or maybe even for news, or maybe if you follow someone, let us say if you follow me, my website, I always had RSS feed, always. And good thing is that there are I know that Google Feed Reader, I guess that was the name. It was actually quite popular and people were actually using it, but it is no longer there. And I think somehow RSS feeds are I guess already dead. If not dead, only few people are using it, and I'm not really sure why, because it is really a nice way to consume content. Now, good thing is that within Emacs there is one RSS feed reader, and it is quite good. It is actually quite nice, and I have made a video on this topic, but okay, I thought I'll probably just show you very simple things. To be honest, I don't really use it. I don't really use it because I hardly consume any RSS feed nowadays, because for the past 2 years, I don't really think I follow a content regularly. If I have to basically consume something, or if I'm looking for something, I just search for it. But I don't really follow a specific person or a company or a blog post like using RSS feed, or basically I don't really follow any newsletter. I do consume content on need basis whenever I want. But of course, I know it is there in my Emacs, and I would like it to. I would like to show it to you. So let us take a look at it, and I'm sure you already have it, but give it a try. So you can do something like Newsticker, and if you take a look at what all things that you have, so there is something called as Newsticker, and there is a mode. But try something like Newsticker tree, because that will actually give you tree view. Newsticker-tree view. Now, if you open this straight away, you can see something familiar. It's a bit similar to your Google feed reader or traditional feed readers that we have. Now, what we can do is let me just show you a few things. So right now I have two feeds configured. One is my website, ravisagar.in, and within this particular feed, I do have few items that I can of course take a look at. Now let me go to the next buffer, and I have these items here, which I can definitely see one by one. So let us say these are different articles, and this is basically coming from my feed. And good thing about this particular feed reader is that let us say you want to look at the first one, press enter, it will open up the content for you, and you can see it will also open images. Nice, right? And let us take a look at the second one. So I went to the Meta office. Yeah, there was a DevOps event in London, and I thought, okay, I'll go there. Why not? And there are, of course, things that you can also do, like other things. Just take a look at the commands. Of course, I'm not really going to give you like a full tutorial, because I don't know how to use it, each and everything within Newsticker. But I think these are the simple things. But let us say you want to add a new feed. So to add a new feed, what you need to do, again, there is a good thing about Emacs. Just start typing and it will give you different options. So what you can do Newsticker -add URL, and I will add my other website, my company website, sparksys.com/rss.xml. And if you click on add, you can give it a name, Sparksys, enter, and it will, let us go back. Let us now take a look at, I press G to refresh it, and let us just take a look at it. So let us click on Sparksys. I believe it will load. Hopefully it will load. Or do I need to click on start? I guess I need to click on start. So Newsticker start, and now we have these different items that we can, of course, take a look at. Press enter. It will open up the articles or whatever you have in the feed one by one, of course, right? And of course, when you start using a tool, let us say this mode, you can definitely explore different maybe shortcuts, key bindings. Good thing about Emacs is that everything is nothing but a buffer, so you can do your usual things that you are used to doing. For example, if you want to search for, let us say, a text, you can do that. Click on enter, and it will basically take you to the actual content. Really nice stuff, right? And definitely useful. I might start using Emacs maybe properly for consuming also RSS feed. As I mentioned, I don't really use it because I don't really follow any content, but I know this is there. And if you are one of those people who are trying to use Emacs for each and everything, some people say that yes, we use Emacs for basically doing everything. So Emacs is basically their operating system. And yes, you can also browse websites using Emacs. But to be honest, these days, usually websites are, to be honest, they are not text friendly, or basically they are not, I mean, you can browse a website, you can definitely open it, but it won't really be the same. And you need a browser, right? But for everything else, you can definitely use Emacs. And do take a look at Newsticker. And I will also take a look at it. I will also start exploring it. I think I made a video on Newsticker, I think 2 years ago. When I first looked at it, I tried it, I liked it, but again, I never really used it because I like the idea that yes, you can have these things managed quite easily within Emacs. Like you can add a feed, browse it, or basically, make sure it is running, and it will let you. It's like your own inbox. One thing which I still don't do is set up my own mail server, which I did many years ago, and it is a pain. But that is still something which I might do. I'm a bit scared doing my own mail server because I need my mails to be. Because I think email is probably the last thing for which I'm using Google. And I actually pay for it. I use Google Workspace. Because Google stopped their free plan, and now I have no other option but to pay them because I'm too much dependent on them. But apart from Google Workspace and Gmail, I don't really remember if of course I still use Maps, but I don't really use Maps all the time because Google Maps are quite when it comes to reliability, and everything is integrated. So I think it is a bit unfair, but in a way, that is how things are. For example, here in London area, if you need to travel, you need a map, and you need if you're using Google Maps, it will tell you the best route or the best available option. It could be train, it could be tube, it could be bus, it could be Uber or whatever, and everything is integrated with Google. Otherwise, you will have to search one by one. Like, for example, each and every network, like let us say train company, they have their own app. You can use that, but still, it is not really convenient. And these days, we don't really have time to go through 5 different apps to find the best route, or to find, let us say, the status of trains or buses. Google Map will do it for you. So of course I use Google. I still use Google for a few things. But again, I'm happy. I'm proud that I have moved away from Google Drive, and I still use Google Search but only when Brave is not able to perform the search, or if I'm not able to find something that I'm really looking for. Because most of my search results are for Stack Overflow, or if I'm looking for some, for some information, let us say on Reddit. So Brave is fine for my needs, but sometimes you do need Google. But of course, we are talking about today RSS feed reader, and Newsticker is definitely a really good option. I will definitely explore it a bit more, and maybe in 2 years, or maybe in few months, or maybe in few weeks, I will come back to it and give you a bit more information about it. But it is very simple. You don't really need to know more. You just need to configure your URLs, add your URLs, and start it, and you're up and running. All right, that is all. Bye bye.